good morning everybody, and welcome to Teachings from the Sea. And here's the sea. And here I am, Matt. What I wanted to talk about today is the lovely word practice. You have a teacher, so for example, the sea became my teacher. Therefore, I began to practice with the sea. The key is your perception on what the word practice means. So watch this. When the wave reaches the end of its journey, what does it do? It breaks. Even this big one that's coming in here. Every practice you ever take part in will break something. It just will. You're going to break as a result of practicing. As a result of being alive, something is going to break. So it doesn't matter how much stress or lack of stress that you have whilst you are practicing, that's going to happen. It's just there for anyone to observe. It's not personal, it's not attached. And here's the next beautiful thing. After it breaks, watch. It goes back into the ocean. And then it comes again. Practice again. Go again. And also she changes. So she doesn't stay the same with her practice and with her breaking waves. They're different each time. Never the same. One day to the next. Yesterday's were a lot more ferocious, whereas today she's a little bit calmer. And so that is one thing from a practice. The next bit is the enjoyment of the practice. Woo! And that is so good. But it's not that I have to jump into the sea to feel that good. Don't get me wrong. And it's not because I am practicing anything in particular to get to that state of consciousness or that altered state of consciousness. And then from going out of the sea, everything changes. I become another wave, but just on land. So, with regards to practice, you can take the Sri Patabi Joas one if you like. Do your practice and all is coming. And whether your practice is following the guidance of nature or following the guidance of another teacher or whatever it is that you decide to embark upon as your practice, it's going to have its obstacles, its challenges, it's going to have its struggles and its strifes, it's going to have its suffering, it's going to have all that jazz, because when you go into nature you find all that jazz. She finds it all. Look at this seagull. It had to learn to practice to fly. It's not quite like the butterfly that can just simply open its wings and fly. And take a child. It falls. The first, who knows how many times it falls when it's learning to walk or practicing to walk. It knows it can walk, so we know we can swim in the sea. But through the process of practicing, by falling over, grazing yourself, hurting yourself, feeling clumsy, wobbly, all that jazz, you start basically processing the information of your environment. And through processing the information of your environment, you basically become a master of your practice. And then in the example of the child, you are able to walk and then run and climb. In the process of the waves, she just does her thing. And so yes, of course, at the end of the day, a practice eventually becomes a way of living, a way of life. But in the interim, before it becomes a way of life, there is work that one must put into it. And if you find a way around the work, well, I guess you found a way. But that's my take on practice anyway. And I hope that's of benefit to you guys. And if you do have anything to add or any comments to make on that theory, because it is only a theory and a concept, of course, and it's only me choosing to see the waves as a practice of the ocean. But yeah, feel free to get involved. But between now and then, I'm out here with these lovely people, boom, 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 and they're enjoying the practice of the waves. I'm joking. And we're more importantly enjoying this beautiful sunrise. Look at this. So have a great day. Hope you enjoyed that. And remember, ask any questions that you have that you'd like me to explore. Thank you very much for tuning in. Peace out.